So next we are going to discuss with paragraph tag. So as usual, I am going to open Notepad. Type the structure. So if you are having any issues with saving the files, executing the output or anything, so please let me know. So next here, paragraph tag. So what is a paragraph tag? Okay. See, observe carefully. Whenever we are planning any strong tag, even whenever we plan any emphasis. So save it here. So how we can save? See here, from here, file, save or save as, anywhere you can save, but we created 1011 directory, HTML 1011. And here, any name, I already said, give some meaningful name. For example, structure, headings, formatting. Now, so paragraph.html. So just click on save. So in case of formatting tags, we can see that. So right click, open with any browser. I am preferring Google. So we got in the same line. Okay, we got in the same line. Suppose if you are planning any paragraph tag, we are going to get in the new line. Okay, not only paragraph, even in case of headings also same. We are going to get in the new line. Is it clear? Right? Okay, fine. So whatever, let's have a simple definition on this paragraph tag. Suppose if you have more paragraphs, okay, a paragraph always starts on a new line. So a paragraph always starts on a new line whenever something, that means some elements, whenever is going to display in the new line, we are going to call it as what? Block. Okay, so it is a professional word. Okay, it's a professional word. So whenever we are going to have more elements and it is going to display in the new line, those elements are what? Block elements. So I'll add one point here. Okay, so block elements. Best examples are what? H1 to H6, all headings, paragraphs, list items, all these are all block elements. So whenever the elements are going to display in the same line, best examples are all formatting tags, EM, strong, insert, mark, all these are all what? Inline elements. Okay. So even some more explanation also is there for these elements, but in CSS you will be getting clear clarification. But right now, whenever the elements are going to display in the new line, those elements are block elements. Is it clear? And here I used a word called paragraph tag, but here I used a word called elements. Okay, just we need to know a simple difference between tag as well as elements. So tag means, it is very simple, already we know. So text placed in between left angle brace and right angle brace is called what? A tag. So for example, strong is one of the tag. Okay, and if you write like this, this is called what? Open tag. And whenever we are going to add forward slash, we are going to call it as what? Closing tag. Okay, now about element. Okay, this is a simple definition for tag, already we discussed earlier. Next, what is the definition for element? An HTML element is defined by a start tag, some content, and an end tag. So it's very simple. So element means it is going to include some, okay, so syntax, tag name, some content, and closing, end tag. So best examples are what here? Strong tag, H1 to H6, all the tags, paragraph tags. So all these are all what? Okay, elements. I think now you got some clarification about what is tag and what is element. So tag means a simple text placed in between left angle brace and right angle brace. This is called tag. And if you write like this, open tag, and if you write like this, closing tag. Okay, starting tag or ending tag. But element means a tag which consists opening and closing along with some content. Along with some content. So we are calling as what? Okay, element. Other than this, nothing is there. And also in companies, frequently they will be using a word called always what? Element only. Is it clear? Right? So don't get confused. So tag means, element means opening and closing with some content. Other than this, nothing is there. Finally, you got some clarification about these things. And also in previous formatting tags, we used one more tag. Okay, what is the tag? BR. Is it clear? Right? Okay. But regarding BR, we don't have any closing. Okay, so this one also already we discussed earlier. So whenever we are not having any closing, we are calling as what? Empty tags. We are calling as what? Empty tags. And here again, in this case, if you call it as okay element, or even if you call it as tag, also no problem, both are accepted. Maybe a chance of a confusion. Okay, so HTML elements with no content are called elements. So in this scenario, no problem, even you can call it as tag, even you can call it as what? Element also, that doesn't matter. Is it clear? Right? That is the reason only in a flow I used to call always what? Element, element, element. Okay, but this is the actual difference. And also for freshers, this is one of the most commonly asked interview question also. Okay, fine. So save this. As usual, come back to our paragraph. So a paragraph always starts on a new line. So if you have more paragraphs, you can see that, okay, these paragraphs are going to display in the new line, which is very clear here, new line. Okay, fine. And next here, I am going to plan some huge text. Generally, paragraph means obviously we'll be having some text, some huge text. Okay, just try with that. And also don't bother about these margins. Margins means you can see some spacing, right? So don't bother about these spacings. So by default, we'll have some spacing. Okay, we used to call these things as what? Margins. Okay, but in CSS, you'll be having even a better understanding. For example, if you don't want any spacing, something like that, simply we can write margin 0. So if I refresh the page, see, we don't have anything. Of course, here also some another spacing is there. So for that, better to go with star. Star means for all the elements, because earlier I wrote P, right? That means only for paragraph removed. But why I wrote star means even for the body tag also some space will be there. Okay, that we need to avoid. Better to go with star. Star means all elements. Now see, we don't have any space. Okay, so technically we will discuss these things in CSS. Right now, don't bother about that. Okay, now I want some huge text. So if you want some text, better to go to one website called lipsum.com. Lipsum. This is one of the website where you can get the dummy text. So where you can get the dummy text. Okay, so for example, see here, So copy this and paste it. So Control S to save and check the output. So from here, I am going to zoom out. Even shortcuts also were there. First, we will try from here. Click on three dots, just zoom out. Okay. So if you want any dummy text, you can get from anywhere, from SIVASOFT, from Wikipedia, from anywhere you can get. Okay. But prefer from lipsum.com. It shows some professionality. It shows some professionality. For example, okay, let's say you created one website. Whenever you are working in your companies, you created one website, but we don't have proper content. So we don't have proper content, but you created everything, but you don't have proper content. Okay, client. So your client asked for demo. Demo means you need to explain what you did, something like that. Okay, so client will be there, you okay, and your team will be there, and you will be sharing your screen. Suppose if the client available on site, okay, US or UK, whatever, so you need to share your system screen and you need to give the demo. So this is the website, this is the logo, this is something, you will explain something like that. Okay, at that time, if you don't have proper content, use from this lipsum.com for dummy text. So it shows some professionality. It shows some professionality. So instead of copying text from others website. Okay, and also regarding projects, whenever you are creating any projects or anything, of course, okay, as a developer, this is not your responsibility regarding content, images, logos, icons, everything. Okay, it's not your responsibility. Okay, UX designers will take responsibility for icons, images, and all those stuff. And separately in companies, content writers will be there. Separately in companies, content writers will be there. Okay, so they will be providing specific content. Is it clear? Right? So for example, let's say I am having a content like, so SIVASOFT is an ISO 9001 2015 certified company and provides training on, okay, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. So let's assume that some content is there. Okay, fine. So this is my content. So you people created one website called ajay.com. So you also have plans to start a training institute. Okay. And then regarding the content, you don't have any specific content. That's the reason you checked different training websites and you copied that content and just you kept your name. Is it clear? Right? Okay. In this case, what is the problem means, for example, if SIVASOFT is having a copyright. So let's assume that for my content, images, everything, I took a copyright. Okay. So at that time, what happens? I can claim that, okay, so ajay.com is the website where they used my content exactly same, where they use the content exactly same, just they renamed or replaced my company name with their company name. Suppose if I have a copyright, okay, then these people, they will be facing some legal issues. This situation can happen not only on this text, so even on images, logos, icons, everything. That is the reason only after completing any project, from UX designers regarding logos, images, icons, buttons, whatever they create, right? So they will take some, okay, acknowledgement that they did not copy it from internet or something, or any website or something. So they will be taking some acknowledgement. Okay. So for example, okay, some people they used same, okay, others people logos or icons or images. Suppose if they have any copyright, okay, then this particular website or company, they need to face some legal issues. Is it clear? Right? So that's the reason everything we need to create, okay, by our own, by doing some small changes. For example, just to copy, I already said, right? So in companies separately, designers will be there. Okay, I'll use this Copilot. So content writers, what they are going to do means, okay, They are going to take others people content and then replace SIVASOFT with AJSoft and rewrite with same meaning. So meaning will be same. So meaning will be same, but they will change the words, everything. For example, see, this is my content. So here, content writers, they will provide content something like this, AJSoft, and so they remove is ISO certified organization. Okay, instead of company, here organization, here provides training, right? So here they gave some great words. Is it clear? Right? Okay, like this. And now you will be having a question that, so SIVASOFT also available on web, nothing but on internet, on servers, even Ajay also available on servers. But how SIVASOFT people knows that this content used in others website? Okay, how they will be knowing means, we'll be having one website called Copyscape. So this is one of the website. So from this website, we need to take some license, some copyright. Okay. And also in some of the websites, you will be seeing, you can see here. So in some of the websites, if you see protected by C Copyscape, something like this logo. So mostly they will keep on footer. Okay. If you see some logo like this, don't get exactly the same content from that website. Okay. Those people are having that copyright thing. So now how they will be recognizing? So it's very simple. So right now it's free. Generally here also you need to take some license and log in and everything. But now no problem. Directly I'm searching. So if I search my website, it will show the same content which is available in different places. Okay, different websites. For example, I search for sivasoft.in, right? Okay, just open this link. So this is the link, and here you can see with same information, okay, place in this collegedunia.com. Yeah, they highlighted. Okay, search this one in SIVASOFT website. Yeah, it is there. Yeah, see, whatever it is there, right? The same thing here, but no problem, because this collegedunia.com is one of the website where, okay, we all training institute people, we will include our information for promotion purpose. Okay, Just Dial is there, right? Google is there, right? Like that, this is one of the website. So no problem in this case. I'm not going to keep any copyright. Okay, first of all, I need to have that copyright. Okay, so you got the clarification, right? Why I got this text specifically from this website initially at the time of testing level, and even I explained about what, how we can get a different content. It is there, or yeah. So this is just for the sake of knowledge. Okay, now come back here. So for this paragraph tag, okay, I am having some huge text which I got from lipsum.com. Control S to save and go to the browser and refresh. So now by default, the alignment is what? Left. By default, the alignment is what? Left. On the left side, aligned properly. And next, so I'm going to write align equal to, okay, here also left. See, by default, with or without writing, it doesn't matter, always left alignment. But again, I wrote what here? Align equal to left. So Control S to save and check the output. You can see here also left alignment, and even here also left alignment. Okay, with or without writing, always content will display on the left side. And next, copy this. So P align equal to right. So Control S to save and just refresh the page. See, this is left, both are left, and this is what? Right. So right side align properly. And next, P align equal to justify. So justify means both left side as well as right side. So Control S to save and just refresh the page. I'm going to zoom out. So this is something like what? Justify. Justify means both left side as well as right side. So justify means both left side as well as right side. Okay. So then afterwards, P align equal to center. P align equal to center. Now go and refresh the page. Now you can see the text align center. So with or without writing, always left alignment, right, and this is what? Justify both left side and right side, and here center alignment. So now you tell me, okay, here we used which alignment? Here they used which alignment?
Center.
So they used
Justify.
justify because both left side as well as right side. Is it clear? Okay. So now here, okay. So here this is which alignment? Left alignment. Here also I used left alignment. Okay. Once if you know how to apply alignments, then you can display something like this. Okay. Here they use justify and here I use left based on the requirement. Okay. So here I use directly left alignment. Here also directly left alignment. Okay. So I think you got some clarification about paragraph. Is it clear, right?